So you just purchased a brand new handheld, whether that be that the old handheld got broken, and now you want to load this handheld onto your vehicle and some things go haywire. Let's jump into the system, show you what you need to look out for and what you need to do depending on which system you have and what handheld you're coming from. So we got the handheld plugged in and we're keyed on. And let's assume that you had a system that you had purchased back in 2018. You never updated the software. Some of the things that you can do to tell that the software is mismatching is if you jumped into your dashboard section, the values would read crazy things. So key on, engine off, your RPM may be off somewhere in left field. Your vacuum reading may be reading 120 inches of vacuum or boost for that matter. Those are some cues of the software not matching. You can also go into your tuning section. If you were into a tuning menu, things would not make sense as well. The reason for that is the newer version of software has so many more line code items in it that shift all the software around, so it just doesn't make sense. To cure that, all we got to do is take our handheld, scroll down to display setup, and then we're going to go down to ECU programmer and make it say show. The ECU programmer is what allows us to load the software in the handheld to the ECU. This software in the handhelds that we ship is always the latest one that we have available. So we're just going to hit OK. We're going to go down to our ECU programmer, which is now in the main menu, and we're going to select the file. Here we have T210A, which is the current software that we're using for the throttle body EFI systems. 30,003 is what it's for. We're putting it on a 30,003. If this does not match up, just give our techs a phone call or an email, and they'll be able to send the proper software. But if you bought it brand new, every handheld has a part number that is available for your system that's preloaded. In this case, we're going to select the file. We're going to have a black screen that says push button to start. The OK button is the button, and we just let it roll. Once this is finished, it's not only loading the firmware, it's also loading a new calibration file. So you're going to be starting over from scratch. So just a tip on that one, if you have a professional tune, you're unfortunately going to lose that tune. But one of the things that you can do is if the old handheld still works, you can jot down all of your numbers that you had in certain settings and you could replug them in on the new software version. But once this finishes, what we're going to effectively do is just key off and allow the computer to completely save. So that's just finished. It's at 100%. We're going to key off and we're going to reboot the handheld too, which is just as simple as unplug and plug it in. A way to tell when the system is completely shut off and is no longer on is we can go into the dashboard. The value column is clear. So now at that point, we have the brand new software and cal file loaded onto our EFI system, and we're ready to go. Now, a quick thing for you too is if you have the newest version of software already on there, let's say you updated your system, any file that you were sent prior is completely specific to the handheld that you're using. So even if you had the new software version, but it was for an older style handheld, the one with the little joystick to the right of the screen with white arrows around it, you cannot load that file into this handheld. You physically can, but if you try to reboot it, you can crash it and cause a lot of problems. In worst case scenarios, you will brick the handheld and it will not be covered under warranty. You have a card that comes in when you buy the handheld that has that warning on it. That's all it's saying is don't load other versions of software in it. But with the latest version of software, if it's already in the ECU, you're plugged in, you're ready to go right away. You just go in, you redo your initial setup and you're good to go. If you have that version of software already, you literally don't have to do anything. You just have your new handheld and it's ready to be used. I hope that clarifies everything that you need to know with purchasing a new handheld and getting everything working with your EFI system. Again, these systems are backwards compatible from the oldest version of software to the newest version of software. So you can take the oldest handheld, plug it into a new system if you have the software, and vice versa. Techs on our tech line have all the software available to you, so whether or not you want to give them a phone call or shoot us an email at techmail@fitechefi.com, you can get the proper software for your vehicle.